And how's everyone doing today? Hope you guys had a good night. Oh, that is the wrong thing there. Uh, hope you guys had a good night. Come on, gang. There we go. So it's time for me to get oil cracking and all that done. Like, I've got a little bit of oil work done already, like minimalist, super minimalist, just basically enough to produce a little bit of everything, even though I've got the sulfuric acid disabled at the moment. Um, Primarily, I'm just trying to get enough sulfur and plastic that can at least get advanced oil processing done. So we'll be able to get enough of the so we'll be able to start with advanced oil processing on the real front instead of just the smaller, having to tear down and rebuild the setup completely. And I was doing a little bit of clearing right before stream, just trying to clear out all these dead trees so we can use this area for oil processing. I am not the best with oil, so this is going to be both frustrating for me and entertaining for you guys. So, hope you guys enjoy. I am more than open to rubbernecked solutions, I guess you can call it. Seeing as how I have a good amount of batteries for now, and I can't think of much I need batteries for until we get some stuff, until we get some other stuff made. Like the does no, it's advanced circuits. We have a goal today of getting advanced circuits set up and on the belt, as well as expanding our basic circuits at least one level. At least doubling it at least. Um, yeah, LDS doesn't require it, although we do need to get LDS set up because I would like to get us to robotics today. You know, because it would be really nice to have uh construction robots. I would like to get us to, through this today to get us the ability to I'd like to get us the ability to build with robot, with that. So we will queue up that and that and that. That and then that. Anything else would be nice, but but my main goal is construction robotics. As a result, until we get a decent amount of that stuff done, I will be manually crafting uh advanced circuits. So let me go and grab a bunch of basics off the belt. Oh, it's the engines I'm missing. Okay. That's not hard. I've had those being made for a while, although just gonna do that. It's the copper holding us back this time. Okay. So while those are crafting, we'll start looking at what we're gonna need for. All right. So advanced oil processing uses water and crude to get us light, heavy, and petroleum gas. We can convert the heavy to light, and then the light to more petroleum. And then, of course, petroleum can be made from heavy, so we also want to do that too. We'll just have one. We shouldn't need more than that. Because really it's, yeah, no, one will produce enough lube from that. And then which one is it that needs LDS? Thought it was. Okay, so all right, that's actually a lot nicer than I thought. Okay, cool. Um why do I have a radar? Why? Right, I wanted to put a radar down here so that I could see what was going on. Because our oil is anemic as all get out. It really does not run very fast. Maybe that's because I made too big of a ghost logged off from. What are you? Just random power cables out into the middle of nowhere. Okay, we'll do cleanup another time. But first up, let's grab one of the few blueprints that I'm okay still using from this, even at this point. Like here. Needs to line up right there. I want to go ahead and just upgrade my ability to make. I'd rather go ahead and upgrade my ability to make red circuits just so green, just so when I move the red onto the line, it's not anything. For some reason, this blueprint never saves the green circuits. I don't know what it is. I gotta go get more belts. Also, someone has stolen my my lights have gone missing. Oh, that's kind of irritating. All right. So yeah, then that's going to irritate me not having those. So definitely need to make some more. All right, let's go grab belts. We're slowly slogging through some I honestly should probably upgrade these to red belts along with most of the all right. And I forgot my inserts. Come on. Once you get blue, it's hard to actually go back to using yellow, I'll be honest. While we're here, we're holding steady on the power. Let's we need more. Steel. That's what it is. Oh, where are we getting attacked? Of course, we're getting attacked in Ghost's mine down there. Of course. And I don't have any defenders. So this is going to be a pain in my butt. He built a mine and he didn't defend it, of course. What even is this? Ghost, what did you build down here? I have exactly one turret. And no excess ammo. Oh, that's going to be irritating trying to deal with that. Ghost, what? Am I allowed to have a drinking problem on stream? Because this is gonna cause me one. At least he's got some Beanville. With the hole. What did you do, Ghost? You played. No, like it doesn't need to be kept consistent at all. No, not at all. Oh my god. Don't snap, don't flip out. Never mind that I still need to tap this thing. Where's my... there's my tile-level mining. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's fantastic. I can't actually tap it all properly. This is me having the foresight to recognize that we are going to need more coal very soon. Just put that down. Set my blueprints ready to go when I get construction bots. And I've got a bunch of... where are they? Still manually crafting that all right. Yeah. That attack down here tells me this is going to be a problem. And I need to go find out what is going on with the oil train. It is taking forever to actually fill up. Swear. How you doing, USB? How you doing, Zamura? I am experiencing mild to moderate aneurysms from trains. Why are we... okay, finally. Now I walked all the way down here for no damn reason. Why is that going in like that? Okay, that's... I will... Come on, finish the one you're on. Oh, I'm so glad it didn't hit me. I didn't even think about that just then, till just then. Where are we? That was not the orientation I needed. Use these so rarely. How many pipes do I need? Just two? Alright, there we go. Hopefully that'll start... Yeah, that'll start pulling out a lot better. At the very least, it'll, in between trains, it'll actually pull a little better. Still not going to fill much better because this is a garbage oil location. There's only 6, and none of them really have good ratios. But they're all hooked up and coming through a pump, so hopefully they'll be a little better than they were. Yeah, Ghost, last night was a chaotic stream over on Ghost's channel. He was definitely drinking. And it showed. I meant to put down a radar while I was down there. Alright. Now that we're done with the distraction for the moment, both know there'll be more. Let's get those going again. I'm legitimately kind of in a stall mode until advanced oil processing is done. But let's see. It takes 2 seconds for plastic to pull, so to fill up a yellow belt, yellow is 15 items. Eight? Yeah. No. 10. We'll go with 10 and adjust from there. That means we need 10 chemical plants. I don't have any. It is a very I did a I'd like to think I did a decent job on keeping my green circuit build neat. I am using a pre-built one. You know, I am using a blueprint for that one, I will admit, but honestly, it's green circuits, you know? Yeah, it's a nice one. It is from Neilhouse's base in a box, but blueprint. It's old. It probably could use a update, but it's nice and neat. And it's modular. If I need more, I can just stamp it down right again. So I don't need to worry about rebuilding it over and over. I can just keep adding to it. All right, brain function minimal. I'm waiting on we have almost no defenses on this side of the map, and that's gonna bite us in the ass, I think. I've already gotten a little nibble from these on Ghost's stone mine that he threw together in a Ghost threw together a an impromptu stone mine on top of this, and then proceeded to use it to just make landfill in the most ridiculous way possible. Yes, that is a 1 to 12 or 10 converter for no reason other than because he was playing around with belts. It is. He was drunk, and then he proceeded to use belts to draw his name on the map and fill it with stone. That ghost on the map is full of stone. Hey, Dirk, how you doing? What's up? I like to play it neater. But when you're but I'm I'm sub 600 hours, so I'm only moderate at the game myself, and he's sub 100 hours, so what? So Fishing Planet's down? Servers do that occasionally. Really? I've had some people say if you're sub 1,000 hours, then you're just a rookie at the game. Personally, I'd like to think that if you're sub 100 hours, it's just sub 100 hours that you're I am gonna block that, Derg. Normally I'm okay with with foul language, but not today, man. Anyway. Oh, so you want to talk about bad? Oh yeah, no, it's modular design is fun, and when you get one that works, it's like I want to keep making it work. The problem is the patience to make it work. You know what? I'm gonna just Yeah, I need these chemical plants for me to be able to get. Nice. Nice. Red circuits are pain in the butt. Green and reds are the pain. Blues blues are blues. You know, that's all you need to say. Derek, you have come into a Factorio stream and you're talking about fishing. Alright. So we are looking at you can post it to my Discord if you want. If you're on it. But Nightbot really doesn't like links. Oh, thanks. Too close together. All right, we are looking at the plastic bar recipe here. Mm. Yeah, that happens, I suppose, Dark. All right, so let's just start off by crafting a bunch of pipes. Just get me more pipes. I'm gonna need them. I'm not connecting this up yet, but I am gonna at least figure out the ratios I need. You know what? Hmm. That belt is not going to work. I'm probably going to end up having to weave undergrounds through it. I know there's got to be a decent way to do this. It's going pretty good. Other than me being me, so. Stuck it in picks. Alright. Let me take a look. Lasagna is right. That's actually pretty nice. God, that would be terrifying to place down on a. Yes, I'm always confused on what to do, Dirk. That's why I take my time. Fair enough. I wonder how long that takes to place down if you don't have construction bots yet. Dirk, I've played Satisfactory. And while I do enjoy it, I get frustrated with how long it takes to get places. All right, so that did not do what I wanted it to do. Screw you. Yes, as soon as I get things that are that are midway through the game, it's easy. I don't have a problem with the game, but I do have a problem with how it Jetpack is solid mid game. There is no early mid game for that. I mean, the way I look at it is the way that I look at it is that it's not a imitator. So much that is I don't even know how to describe it. It's what happens when people try to make Factorio more complex. There's nothing wrong with it per se. You need to switch that around there, Dirk. Satisfactory came after Factorio. You need to switch that around and put that respect on Factorio's name. No. Okay. Yep. No. All right. On reread, you are correct. You wrote it right. Still feels like disrespect. Yeah, see, I'm still trying to learn circuits. Honestly, I am 100% still trying to learn circuits. Every time I think I've gotten my head around them, something happen. Something changes. Yeah, that is nice. Hilariously, according to a fair number of people, I'm sure Dirk included, if he actually if he tried, um, supposedly they're not that far off from Factorio trains, but in my limited experience with them, I would beg to differ. Mhm. What the awesome machine? No, okay, the awesome machine is a positive. Uh, to be fair though, it feels like if we had something like that in Factorio, it would imply a story beyond you crash landed and you're trying to get a signal home. It feels like if we had something like the awesome base, the awesome machine, the awesome system in Factorio, it would imply story beyond what Factorio has. Yeah. It works with mods, not with base Factorio. I'm standing right next to the belt mall. How do I run out of red belts? Yeah, yeah, no. I haven't gotten to play that in Space Age yet. I've seen people play it, so I know what's what about it, but I still haven't gotten to play it because I can't justify the cost of the DLC. I, mm, the only reason I hesitate to say, yeah, I should try space exploration is because even more so than, even more so than, than Space Age, it requires a lot of circuit condition work, and I don't know. I'm not good with circuit conditions. That's part of the reason why I haven't, why I'm hesitating. Is I am horrible with circuit conditions and networks and circuit networks, and I'm trying to get better. But every time I try to wrap my head around them, it's like watching a monkey scratch its head. It's funny for a little while, but then it just gets annoying. It's the kind of mod I definitely want to have a blueprint book built up for it ahead of time. Let's hear this, Dirk. God, there's old school there. That might be too old for Dirk. All right, so that's just missing an oil input, and then me. Yeah, I could have done better at it, but it's just like it's not worth it to try to make it nicer. It's gonna serve its purpose. Now, what I would like to do is what I would like to do is um throw 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 myself into a. You keep bringing this one up. No, Factorio is older. I Factorio started development in 2012. Mindustry released in 2017. Yeah, there's a reason Factorio old heads are all about Factorio. It's not quite the grandfather of the factory genre, but it is one of the most comprehensive and consistent. Yeah. Oh God. Good God, that's forever ago, man. Dude, that's earlier than I played. So yeah, that's way back. Um oh crap, I forgot to put these most recent ones in there. I I remember I still remember Alien Science. I still remember Alien Science, and the only way to get it was to fight the fighters. You know, honestly, Derg, the fact that that shouldn't that that shouldn't be counted as a feature of a game. That should be a standard. You know, if I can't play it offline at all, then honestly, it's just kind of annoying. All right, good. Freaking because I'm on a server play, I'm getting achievements that I already got. It shouldn't be a feature. It should be a standard thing. I don't like the idea that something that we used to consider normal you know, when we were console players or early internet or early PC gamers is now considered something that's a feature. You know, why is being able to play it offline a feature instead of the standard? God, dude, I don't have a camera to show off the grass. Dude, there's not even grass for me to hit. Oh, I forgot to disable that one. Damn it. Give me a sec. I'll renew it. I'll. No, it's not snowing. It's not snowing. It's not snowing. I don't have the ability to have a camera, so why would I have, you know, grass available? You know, why would I go pick grass and show off that I went out and picked grass? That just seems kind of stupid, doesn't it? I wish it was snowing. Probably going to be snowing tomorrow where my sister lives. All right, we have advanced oil cracking finally. Save them up for when for when I'm back in my own place and I have a green screen and camera again. I explained so much. Mostly about you enjoying Satisfactory. Oh, nice. Can't see light greens and dark blues. Oof. So you've got a natural green screen in on your eyes. Boy, that's a little awkward. Yeah, I can see that being a problem. That would be one situation where modding the color of the wires would be nice. And I kind of wish there was There was, yeah, I kind of wish there was a mod for that because I don't know if there is. Oh, cool. They did, yeah, they don't have that in. Damn it, Ghost, you even had hit it here. How did you hit it here? Why were you driving a car through the middle of the base? Yeah. All right. So, well, one, I need to put away my car. That's where my extra piercing rounds went. I was wondering where those were. I mean, in reality, Uranus is barely better than the default blender balls. So that's a mean thing to ask. Didn't somebody get a knockdown yesterday on stream? Keep forgetting I can do that. All right. I am not very good with oil. This is just a chance for me to practice it, I suppose. Yeah, well, the problem, my problem is wrapping my brain around the pipe. Also, it irritates me that the petroleum is on this side instead of this side. All right, so light really doesn't have a use for me, does it? At least not at this point, unless I want to make a solid fuel. Because heavy is what's used for lubricant. Almost every single time, honestly. It was actually a little scary how often you did that. And hilarious. Pretty much continuously, Dirk. Yes, yes. It's your favorite thing to talk about when it comes to space engineers. I know. Yeah, he almost dropped a he tried to drop a ship on me from orbit. Yeah, I know. That's why I say tried. You are weirdly you are weirdly proud of almost killing another player by dropping a ship on him from orbit. It's kind of scary, honestly. All right. Well, that can go off. Um, so I need. It was about 450. That's why I say you tried to drop it on my head from orbit. All right. I'm just gonna have one. I shouldn't need more than one lubricant. I don't think. So we'll just set that up. It was not active, Derg. You debated a ship into falling into the edge of the orbit where its ion engines wouldn't give it enough lift anymore, and that's what caused it to fall out of the sky. It was impressive accuracy, but it wasn't some genius move. All right. Congratulations, you got a Sonic avatar. If I'm splitting my heavy output 50-50 between lubricant and cracking into light, how many heavy to light should I have? 2 or 3, you think, Redeemant? I am bad with my ratio, that's why I'm asking. We'll go with 3. And move them one down because I gotta have water going through here too. Also, what's our... Alright, we're fine. Nah, it wasn't just that or get killed. You know what? I'm gonna go with 2 of the light since I'm also compensating for light oil coming in. Brain function minimal. Feels like I need that. Oh, right. This is the one that also needs water. That's right. I knew I was forgetting something up here. There we go. Oh, that's gonna tick me off. Oh, that's gonna irritate me. You know what? You know what? I have a better use for that. I'll just I'll just have it convert the heavy into solid fuel. We'll need it for rocket fuel later anyway, so I might as well start producing some. Alright. And yeah, sure, we'll go with 10 there's no intermediates that require it's lubrication for electric engines. And batteries require sulfuric acid. So I'm actually going to want to separate out a sulfur build just for sulfuric acid. And then plastics I've got set up over there already. Yeah, I would rather pump the sulfuric acid to a battery build on the line than have a battery build not on the line. And honestly, I might just have batteries as a two use. You know? Hmm. Oh, how you doing, Slim? It's a little bit of a wrong game for that one, but it works. All right. Things are going. That's about the nicest way I can put it. Things are going. It's not enough, but it's enough to start. All right, there we go. We've got somewhere to fill. So that should keep things running. I could probably use a pump on this one. All right. Yeah, no, I do. Okay, I do sometimes use it. A lot of times I just forget to get it going. Oh God, I remember that. I think I remember seeing pictures of that. Redeem it. Yeah, come on, should be visible. Just did I not get into VC properly? Come on, where is it? Why are you not activating? My reactive is not working. Should be working right now, but it's not. Huh. Now I feel like I'm gonna need to pull up the. I need to. I need to. Come on. Come on, boys. Come on. There we go. That is an old picture. I really should update that once I get back into an apartment. All right. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. And plastic's up and running. All right, so we have everything we need for the red science build. Let's see. Copper cables are made. one should be able to supply an entire row, like 5, 6. Hmm. What else do I need on the bit? I don't think can't think of anything else I need at the moment that requires it, so we'll do the cursed thing and have we'll do the cursed bad, no good, I did bad things thing, and have a 445 plus at the moment. All right, so hey, do I even need 4 lanes of copper? I don't think I need 4 lanes of copper with my with my current throughput. Nice. Yeah, I saw you showed me the pictures the other day. All right, let me think here. First off, let's just go ahead and bypass that, just so my brain is mathing correctly. Yeah, I'm slowly trying to figure this out. This should only need to go this far. So we're gonna do that and that. In fact, that's too much. Yeah, sorry if I'm not the most talkative, Slim. My brain is just fried with trying to plan this out properly. What am I missing for that? Probably steel. You know what? It is worth it to put those in there since I'm working with those. that was wrong. Oh, crap baskets. That would explain that. There we go. It'll take a while to fill up, but at least they're going, you know? Honestly, I could probably support twice that many. Yeah, I probably should. There we go. All right, we've got red circuits flowing decently. Maybe not the fastest, but they're flowing. Definitely have to work on that later for sure. Honestly, if it was up to me, I'd probably be rebuilding the entire bus, but still upset about this. Damn it, Ghost. Just took away one of my lanes for play. I mean, honestly, where else are we using stone on the belt? Are we? Are we using stone anywhere else on the belt? No, no, no. Okay. We are removing stone from the belt then. I'll cross it over into that spot instead of playing with my food. And the plastic will go there. There, now I can get the coal. Now I can get the freaking stone off the freaking bus. Even if it does mean for a minute. Okay, right. I made these specifically for there. There, now I can stand on the belt without freaking falling, moving. It's been irritating me having stone on the belt without more reason for it. This just gives me reason to remove it. You know what? Do I have the... I don't have concrete. Oh, I do have concrete. What do we need for concrete? Nah, it's not worth me spending the time on that. Ooh, but it is time for us to make more... This is going to be out soon, and then we're going to be SOL on our steel. Surprised the coal's not completely empty already. Alright, there we go. This just dead ends. Get rid of this. All right. Well, we have red circuits made. And with red circuits and plastic on the bus, that means we just need to get means we just need a quick and dirty sulfur build. We'll say two. We'll say two. We'll say two chemical plants in the build for chemical science. Yeah, one. Because it takes 1 second to craft 2 sulfur. You need 1 for 2 chemical science packs, and it takes nearly a full 24 seconds for 1 to craft. So 1 should be able to handle it, especially... yeah, that should work. That one's just nice to have. Alright, now I have to weave the freaking plastic through all this. Just because I refuse to leave it behind. It's been weirdly quiet today. And that's a little disconcerting. How many more? We don't have any. Okay. Alright, so yeah. To reiterate, we need engine units that are up there, sulfur that we're going to make on site, and advanced circuits. Alright. We have advanced circuits. We're going to make sulfur on site, so that means I also need to drag a just get those making while I figure out where I'm pulling it from. And that means we will need sulfur, 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 sulfur. Oh, that means we also need water. Crap. Yeah, I have to come back for the water. I am getting a little sore throat from talking so much, but I'm enjoying myself and I'm actually making progress, so I want to keep going. Friday said I only wanted to use one for this. All right, yeah. Sorry if I am sounding a little scratchy. Like I said, I am feeling a little hoarse at the moment. Just I'm not feeling a little goat. That would be weird. Hmm. Yep, plenty of sulfur coming out of that. All right, good. We're not overloading our power at the moment. I do not remember how many blues is optimal. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember how many blues is optimal, so I'm just going with whatever feels good. Ugh. God, that is irritating when you're just a few shy. It'll slow down a little once the engines slow down, but I could double my engine production without needing to. But getting some freaking blues on the belt, it feels good. All right, let's check our power before we get much further. All right, it's starting to get there. You know what? just fill in some dead space on the in the base with these. Just gives us a little bit of a emergency supply, you know? Alright, we're almost done with lubricant. We'll be bringing that down. I just kind of want to pull these across. I don't know why I put those so far down. If lubricant's done, that means we're about to get electric engines, so I figure it's prudent to just go ahead and get that set up. To get a little extra setup specifically for them. Alright, and electric engines. If I go look at this, they require electronic circuits, engine units, and lubricant. Alright. Weirdly enough, I might be able to get those over here. Oh, it feels like I'm about to commit a crime here. All right, we are. and robotics, flying robot frames. All right. I am definitely manually crafting those, at least at first. We'll set up an automated one once we start actually setting up roboports. In the meanwhile, construction robotics is coming. I'll be making a handful of flying robot frames to get me, for me to get started with. All right, now to go get that lube set up. That that is a statement that I never thought I'd be making, but it's there, so you know. Fortunately, I did plan for it. All right. We'll let it start churning those out. Get 5 or 6 of those going. We'll be getting construction robotics here in just a minute. Then the Roboport will be shortly after. To be fair, the bat is sulfur into sulfuric acid, which isn't that hard over here. Could be easier, but it's not that hard. Hey, Ghost, how you doing? Today sucks. Yeah. Oh, hey. Guess what I've got in my? I've, I've got, I've got a fun little piece that makes it so that belts don't move me. Ooh, again? Does this make like 3 times in a week? That is ridiculous. And what are we missing? So I am really close to getting a personal to getting the ability to just put down put down ghosts and have them build. We're almost to having construction robots. We have it researched. I'm in the process of making. Yes, this also means that I got blue science going. It's a little slow, but it's going. Hey, that's valid. That is completely valid. Honestly, I should probably do another 6-pack running from the and run them together. But yeah, okay. I get you. Sweet. It has been going pretty well. It's a little, my viewer count hasn't been super high or super low, but it's been consistent. We'll just hop over here, replace that, and that RoboPort that's about to be done will go right into my inventory. All right, and with that, where are my robots? 7. All right, now if I just walk up here, they'll start placing it. They're a little slow, and there's not very many of them because my follower count is the follower count for the character is kind of low right now, if I remember correctly. God, what is my current follower count? Can't remember. Oh, I can still get 3 more. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm out of miners. Yeah, I'm out of miners. And just got to remember how to place ghosts. All right, shift. It does kill the batteries pretty quickly. But, we have science flowing. Get that out of the way. Make them faster. Make our trains, faster to slow down at the end. Lasers. Yeah, I'm with robots secured. I'm pretty much at the end of what I wanted to do on today's stream. We've got blue science and we've got lasers, so we are good to go on what I wanted to do today. I wonder. Hmm. I don't normally like making but this also gives me a reason to start upgrading our mall to handle everything and all the normal building stuff instead of just what the you know basics that we had before. This gives me a reason to upgrade it to all to what this gives me a reason to rebuild our mall to make everything and have it all on the logistics network so we can request it from anywhere. But at least anywhere near the base. It's not gonna solve everything, but it'll do a lot to help increase our quality of life from here on out. Especially as we're approaching the end game of the. Think I can already. Ooh, why would I? What? Oh, it is. Oh shit. Yep, we got blue goo. And we've got bots. How you doing, non-functional? How you doing? Apparently, I've been operating this entire time missing one. But just getting some productivity modules down. That would be funny. That would be funny and would cause so many problems. Even if I can't get them all double productivity, I want to get at least some productivity in there. I'd rather get tier 3 productivity, but tier 1's good enough at the start. Yep. Too bad they take so long to make, even in your, no matter where you make them at. Come on, one more. There we go. Fair enough, fair enough. Queue up some more then. Yeah, yeah, true. I don't care so much about truly maximizing. I care more about just getting it a little better. We do finally have worker robots though. We finally got a roboport. We finally got robots. Yep. I I prioritize construction robotics. I've got and got logistics robots being up for research, and LDS and processors. Needless to say, I don't think we've got a problem on our science. Yes, build bots are a giant upgrade. It's why I kind of once I was able to get to make blue, even if by hand, I queued up the research line towards them. I'm not entirely thrilled with my oil setup, but it works. Once you get past oil, bots make it so that you basically, you know, you know, you basically really don't have to worry anymore. You know, if you've made it there once and you've got a few blueprints, then bots make it so that once you hit bots, if you're playing vanilla, it's just stamp, 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 and you're done. It's just a waiting game at that point, and for research and building and processing. But I'm playing with two other people on this server, even if they're not on right now, so I will not be going the stamp, 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 and you're done method. I'll just use it for getting down my mining blueprints really fast. All right. Did we finish another yet? Nope. Let's see. We already increased their speed. Logibots are being... Yep, this lets us... God, it gives us... Mill 3's coming. I don't know where I get the destroyer bots, but I'll figure out where they come from. Do I have the ability to make destroyer bots yet? No, I don't. Yeah, because both utility and production, the last two non-satellite related researches, they both unlock via blue. Once you hit blue, it's just like stamp, 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 and you're done. Which is fun, but it also is like, I wanna stretch that out more. Where is this destroyer bot that I keep seeing, that it's referencing? See? It's referencing a destroyer capsule bot. But I don't know where I get that one. Because this gives me the distractor here. Oh, there's the destroyer. It's an advanced one. And it deals electric damage, so it's a laser. That kind of makes sense that it's under utility. All right. Well, we're slowly working our way through our researches, at least. Oh, yeah, no, there's infinite researches there at the end. Infinite shooting, shell range. I think mining productivity eventually hits an infinite. I think there's one or two more, but I don't know which ones they are. I mean, I see everything. Trying to remember, what do we need for this one? Oh, that one sucks to make. That sucks to make. I forgot how much that sucks to make. Look at that. 30 rails, an electric furnace, and a productivity module. Individually, none of those are hard to make, but electric furnaces are... Well, I'm researching them right now. They're steel, advanced plate, and stone brick. Then, productivity modules are green and red science together, but it's the rails that's like, oh wow. You want 30 of those? Where is it? Oh, it's down here somewhere. There it is. Stone, steel, and an iron stick to make 2. Yeah, but they added so much more. All right, well, it is time for me to freaking get off stream for the day, which by the way, I do have these. It is time for me to get off the stream for the day. I've been on long enough. Honestly, the hardest part of Blue is that it adds an entirely new resource. That is the only hard part of Blue, is that it adds a whole new resource that you up until that point you haven't had to deal with. That's the only hard part. Is then you have to wrap your head around an entirely new resource, out of the blue. Yeah. All right. Well, I will see you guys Monday, not tomorrow. Monday. I'll see you guys Monday. Who knows? We might be playing again. We might not. I don't know at this point. It's not that I think nobody's, I'm not going to want to. It's that I might want to try something else for a day or two. Float around. I will see you guys next time. Catch you later. Peace.